Appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
11 yards and a Panther first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
They'll run on first down. Grant. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks.
Second and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Murray going to try to throw on third down. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. So on fourth down, kicking it away here, Michael Palardy. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now. 15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie. Watch the slant. Hard. Let's go.
First carry for Nick Chubb. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. from the gun. It's a give to Chubb. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Come on, set. 18 Gator. 56. Who that? Hey, Charlie. Shoot.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals, and if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Stepping up, he's got defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. The 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Mike's 15, Mike's 15. All day, every day, any day. What twist? What twist?
Here's Grant. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. He'll get a couple yards on that one. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Set, ready. Get Ringo. Hey, watch your leg. Tight as Ringo. Tight as Ringo.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. That is going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Darren Lee, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
80 weapon.
Monk's 56. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Here we go.
Hey, Haywood.
56.
Get it.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47, and they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
At the 47-yard line.
Let's go now. Come on, now the win. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's go.
Off the play fake. Murray. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
They'll try the left side. It's Grant. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a 1st down at the Falcons' 39. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
36.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over. This one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Here we go. 8 read.
66. Here we go.
They're going to look to throw. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give them 5 on the return. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts. What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Second down, Murray sets to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
They go with Chubb on second down. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Here comes the ball.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
The Falcons on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. They give the Chubb out of the gun. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start? Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away, because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now a give, right side. Grant. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Well executed there on second down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again, because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
The Panthers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Murray now to throw. That's complete to his running back, Grant. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's Murray. And he he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 30. That catch, by the way, kind of noteworthy. It's number 764 in his career. Ties him with Hall of Famer James Lofton.
And he's done it just as James Lofton did in his career. Smooth.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And the catch made by Hopkins. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Now Murray again. This is caught. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Corey Grant, his 19th touchdown now in the season. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is now 10-3. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill? And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with.
Yeah, Pittsburgh, 54. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Mike. Chad.
Throwing on first down is Murray. This is caught inside the 15. A really good pickup of 28 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Ready? Right. Watch the twist, watch the twist.
First down, Murray. And that will be caught by Moore. score. He's got a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if and right now they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Set now to kick this. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half. The first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Now back to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Watch out.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So from the 36 now, first and 10. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
It's second down and 10.
They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10.
Yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
A run for Nick Chubb. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Check 56.
Ready?
They'll throw now on the final play. He sets to fire deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. The reception good for 7. It's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Hey, Delta.
45 to Mike. 45 to Mike.
Deep grip.
They'll set up a throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And we'll see what he can do on the return. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the
blitz coming, and down he goes. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
Murray fighting, lost the football, and the Falcons grab it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it, because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
All day, dog.
Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
2nd and 9 now. Drops it off for Chubb. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And it was the stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Let's go now. 60 or. Look, squeeze. Let's go.
They run. Chubb. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Rock it. Ready, go. Snap.
They run it again with Chubb, and he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Set, ready? 90, Wolf. Leo. Go. Get it.
They'll go with a keeper. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. 1st down.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the 1st down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. Now this time he'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. From 13 yards out, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point splits the uprights, and that slices the lead down to 17-10. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. 9 yards on the first down. Keeper, and it's 2nd and 1.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On 2nd down now. It's Grant, and he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Mike. 54's Mike, 54's Mike.
Murray now on first down. And he's got the hook up to Moore. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 38-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Murray now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Five men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Now a give, right side. Grant. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Michael Palardy now as he's on to punt for Carolina. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 19. Looking to throw. He's going to air one out. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Murray. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. To throw, it's Murray. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
2nd and 6 at the 21-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
I know he ain't got it.
2nd and 6. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 7 yards there and a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Check the backer, check the backer.
Now Chubb running right, and this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down. Second and long. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now left side on the swing pass. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Tighten up. X3, 218, now.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Chubb. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn them yet another first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Panthers, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, the rough season continues as they've plunged to 1-13. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.